Hello, friends, welcome. The biggest question that is affecting our industry is why do most CEO fail? The quick answer is they try to be someone else. In this video, we dive deep into the strategic death wish of the modern leadership, the obsession with mimicking competitor moves at the expense of your company's unique DNA. We explore the profound wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, verse 35, and how this 7,000-year-old text provides the ultimate solution for the 21st century business growth. Let's go. Imagine you are the CEO of a mid-size tech firm. Your biggest competitor just launched the sleek new AI feature. Your board is panicking. Your LinkedIn feed is blowing up with their success. What's your first instinct? For most, it is to copy. We call it the benchmarking. We call it the best practices. But in reality, it is a death wish. When you copy your competitor, you aren't just following their lead. You are inheriting their flaws, their context, and their limitations. You are essentially trying to wear someone else's skin. Before we move forward and analyze this factor, a word about our sponsor. Let me ask you, are you struggling to find the right solution for your business problems? I would like to introduce HelloGig.com, whose AI engine connects you with top-tier freelancers from your industry only, which helps in designing a better and scalable solution for your business. Whether you are a SaaS startup or an enterprise, HelloGig makes sure that you can focus on your core business. With HelloGig's global freelance network, you can depend upon all your technology needs, be it software development, artificial intelligence, video editing, or even something else. Ready to hire smarter? Scan the QR code given on the screen or click on the link below. Now let's get back to our video. Today we are going to look at why this follow the leader strategy is a recipe for corporate extinction. And to do that, we are going to look at 7,000-year-old solution found in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, verse 35. And the verse reads, I'm just reading from the Gita, and the quote starts, it is better to do your own duty, which is in Sanskrit known as swadhar, imperfectly than to master the duty of another. Better to die while engaged in one's own duties than by engaging in another's path, which is downright dangerous for the soul. In the context of Gita, Bhagavan Krishna is speaking to Arjun, a warrior who wants to quit and become a monk. Krishna's message is blunt. You aren't a monk, you are a warrior. And if you try to be a monk, you will fail at being a monk and you will fail at your destiny as a warrior as well. In business, we call this as swadharma, your core competency or your unique value proposition. The verse was the following: another's path is downright dangerous. Why? Because a business that exists only as a shadow of another has no soul at all. It has no brand equity, no pricing power, no reason for customers to choose it over the original. Let's look at the death wish in action. When a CEO forces their company into paradharma, which is another's path, three things happen. First, resource friction. You are forcing your team to use muscle they haven't built. If your company's nature is high touch premium services and you try to copy a competitor's low cost automated model, your culture will reject it and like a failed organ transplant. The second best ceiling is the second point. By definition, the person you are copying is the original. You are duplicate. You will never your nerve will basically burn out, and you will never be able to innovate a leader by following their footstep. Next, the loss of soul. This is dangerous part, and Krishna mentions this. In business, soul is your internal culture and external brand trust. When you pivot just to chase a trend, your best employee lose faith. and your customers lose clarity. The Gita isn't, it's not asking you to just not take the market input. Gita says it is better to do your own duty imperfectly. This is a hard pill for CEOs to swallow. We want perfection, right? But look at the companies like Southwest Airlines in their early days. Their nature was point to point, low cost travel. They didn't have in flight meals. They didn't have assigned seating. And their perfection compared to giants like United or Delta was not existent. If Southwest had tried to copy the duty of the major carriers, adding hubs, meals, and complex ticketing, they would have died by now. Instead, they stayed in their Swadharma. It was imperfect by industry standards, but it was theirs. And it led them to decades of unmatched profitability. So, how do we stop the death wish? You must perform your natural audit. Ask yourself these three questions. First, what is your unfair advantage? Not what we wish it was, but what it actually is today. Where are you copying from? Identify the project in your pipeline that were only started because a competitor did it first. Is your imperfection actually a feature? Sometimes the things we try to fix to be like others are actually the things our customers love most about us. And remember, it is better to be the first rate version of your messy, authentic self than a second rate version of a perfect competitor. Closing out chapter 3, verse 35, the Gita reminds us that better is a death in one's own path. The business term, it is better for company to fail while pursuing its true mission than to survive as a hollowed out mimic. But here is a secret: companies that learn and lean into their true nature rarely fail. They find their niche. They attract the right talent. They build a moat that no competitor can copy. Stop looking at their dashboards. Start looking at your soul. Lead your nature. Own your own path. So, friends, if you have encountered such a situation, do let me know in the comments below. And thanks for joining live. Thanks for watching. And I will see you again in the next one.